Manic is very contemporary, and Manic is very raw. And what I wanted to do was to create almost a documentary feel, to break the illusion of filmmaking and to say, these are real kids living real lives.
I think that Manic is a good story about kids that are misunderstood.
The inspiration from Manic came from Blaine. Actually had a friend who was in an institution.
We didn't really know what characters we would be playing at certain times during the writing process. We always wanted to act in it. Hey, buddy. How we feeling today, huh? It looks like you're having a bummer of a day. I'd hate for you to leave us like that, man. Chad, anything I can do for you?
Can you admit that you hate us?
Jordan got involved with us about 2 years ago. He was a very integral part of the script.
My attachment to the material comes from the question of how can you overcome your demons, and the only way that I think that you can is when you can cling to something that you believe in or that you care about.
I want each of you to tell me something right now that gives your life meaning. Something that excites you, that turns you on, that you find value in. Anything but drugs. I don't want to hear any drug stories. Anybody can jump in. Sarah, please help me out. I'm dying over here.
Freedom.
Don is somebody who's layering the character with so many levels that it becomes such a complex performance. And, you know, I'm not going to take credit for that. I mean, this guy comes so prepared.
It felt genuine. It felt really true and worthwhile, and it didn't have a, you know, it had a hopeful ending, which I like.
Don's absolutely incredible. He pulls the whole thing together. It's like totally reliable.
So, Sarah, what kind of progress you feel you made since you've been here?
Define progress.
Big Mike, my nigga.
What's going on?
So what kind of progress you think you made since you've been here, buddy?
Just banging, yo.
So what kind of progress do you think you've made since you've been here, Lyle? Well, I'm recommending that you go home Friday.
Good.
So what kind of progress do you think you've made since you've been here? None whatsoever. He's attempting to help these kids through their addictions and their personal, you know, demons, but he's still dealing with a lot of them, too.
My character is a guy named Lyle, who is a very troubled individual. He's had a bad childhood. The result of that is he's got this rage inside of him that explodes.
It's not like, you know, a movie where people just get better. It accepts people's problems as they are, and I think that's good, because you can't just, you know, throw some medication on somebody or just give them therapy for 6 weeks and they'll be better.
29 Romeo, take one, and marker.
Digital film, I mean, it's for an actor, it's great. As part of the creative team behind Manic, I think it's a really interesting way to tell the story. It's very raw, and it's right up in your face, just like these characters are.
No, Lyle! Wait a minute. No, stop. No, Mike. No. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down right now, Lyle. Okay, you feel better now? Huh? Did you fix Kenny now? Is Kenny all better now? How about you? You all better now?
It feels like, just because of the motion of the cameras, we're doing a lot of handheld, it feels like a two-way performance. It feels much more interactive between the DP and the actors.
I've really enjoyed being able to get scenes right, you know, and being able to say, I'd like to do that, you know, I'd like to do that again.
There is a reality in video that takes us, I think, a little bit closer to what life is like, especially at this dark, in this kind of dark place.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's just me. Okay, I'm sorry.
No. You're cool.
A little bit.
You're dealing with this little camera, and you don't need as much equipment or as large crew. Actually, you can set up faster, and you can move a lot faster.
Jordan's great. This is his first full-length motion picture. He wants everything to be perfect, and he cares so much about every little aspect of the movie, and that's just great.
Jordan's the type of guy who is meticulous. He is obsessive. That's why he chose this kind of movie in the first place. He has a lot of respect from the actors, and that's the main thing with this movie. They're really responding to him. He spent a lot of time doing research with them.
You want to talk about it?
What does it say?
Certainly had something to say on that day. I mean, don't you think that's why you're here?
I don't know why I'm here. You tell me, because I feel fine.
Please, if you were fine, you wouldn't be sitting here. Why don't you just tell us what happened so we could stop assuming? I mean, what? Did you just freak out? You know, it's not a big deal. I did that one time. I took a hammer and I smashed all the windows on the minivan.
No, I had a reason. I don't just do shit for no reason.
What I've told all the actors from the beginning is that anytime we're inside of the institution, anytime there's a camera on, whether it's pointed at you or not, you will not know. So you have to be your character.
And then we have our extras who are actually kids who have been in rehab and in various institutions, and they come out with, you know, real stories, and we're all kind of like, oh my God, you know, it's amazing.
You can't fake this, you know? I mean, you're sitting next to a kid who's actually been in these situations, been in group settings, and had breakthroughs, and it makes you reach for things that I think you normally wouldn't reach for.
This is what really goes on. This is reality. Because when I was in a hospital, it just feels like I'm just sitting right back in those groups. I mean, it's weird. Just feel like you're back in it.
It's kind of scary.
Younger and younger people are having this question of, why am I here? And facing this sort of existential conundrum, which is a trip.
Lyle, what about you? You burn yourself with cigarettes, you cut yourself, you slam your head into walls. We both know you don't deserve that, man. Lyle, wherever you're going, you are still gonna be there.
And what? What am I supposed to do?
That's what these kids are asking. You know, I've had things happen to me in my life that shouldn't have been happening, and I don't have a facility to deal with them. So why should I live?
These kids are desperate to find something real in their life. Manic is about the uncontrollable rage that everyone has inside of them, and finding a way to find something meaningful in your life that can control that.